Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and sort of digitally pictured on your screen is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Rewriting History Montreal Canadiens 1917-1918 season. Welcome to the NHL, Part 8. Jeff, the NHA is dead. Long live the NHL.
Yep, the NHL and the other NHA owners finally had enough of Eddie Livingstone in Toronto, so they closed down their league just specifically to get rid of him. Started a new team up in Toronto in his arena to add insult to injuries. But so the NHA is gone now. The new league, the NHL, is starting with 4 teams. They're not going to finish with 4 teams, so well, they will this season because we can't get rid of a team in mid-season. But on the day after New Year's 1918, this happens. That is what's left of the Westmount Arena, which is what the Canadiens and the Wanderers were playing out of. Caught fire, and it was the arenas in those days were primarily wood construction, so burned down. Apparently, there was some kind of an explosion too, and this is what was left the next morning. Nothing but wreckage and a few twisted girders. So at that point, the Wanderers were already on kind of thin ice financially. Decided they're not going to try to move to another arena. They shut down immediately. So their NHL stay was very brief. Canadiens went to a different arena, the Jubilee Rink, and kept going. But that won't happen in this game. We'll say in this game the arena burned down in the off season. So the Wanderers will disappear in the off season, and there will only be 3 teams left in the league. Quebec is taking a leave of absence. They didn't come over from the NHA. They're going to be gone for 2 years, so this season and next. And we've taken advantage of that in the game to fix our goaltending situation, at least temporarily. We grabbed their goalie, Clint Benedict, a future Hall of Famer and one of the better ones in the game right now. We'll get him for 2 years. I think I said last time we've only had him for a season, but no, he'll get all the Quebec guys, or all the players who were with Quebec in 1916-17, when Quebec returns to the league in 1919, will get transferred back to them, including whatever their current contract is. So we've got Benedict on a 3-year contract. We'll only get 2 years out of that, and we'll have to address our goaltending situation again. We also picked up, who was the other guy we grabbed from Ottawa? Oh, George Carey, who had actually been with us before. And what did we move him for? Oh, that was, part of the big deal. He was a throw-in in the New Zealand for Odie Cleghorn and Duke Keats deal.
Yeah. We also, Jeff, I think we made an agreement. I guess I can't remember. It might have been off air
Yeah,
last time.
we've had a house rule for this one, so only players from Quebec or who were at least born in, or only French Canadian players or who were from Quebec. And
Yes.
we're running into a few problems with that. Just a couple of the entering classes were a little thin on eligible players, so we weren't. We expanded that to the Maritimes, I think, and I think we'll open that up a little bit more. Somebody had the suggestion we can also take guys who played for the Canadiens in real life.
Yeah, and I think that gives us a little bit more flexibility and makes
Yeah,
logistically makes sense for us,
and
which
as
is what we
far
want.
as how we match up against the other teams in the league right now, the
Okay,
Wanderers, they'll be around for one season, are in
pretty
pretty
good.
good shape. But yeah, I mean, there's some great players in here, and we'll, next July 1st, when all these guys become free agents because the team is gone, we're absolutely going to grab some of these guys. Ottawa dominated the NHA in our playthrough. I think they had what did they win, 5 or 6 championships?
Yeah, they destroyed everybody.
So yeah, they're still the best team here, and I think they picked up some players from Quebec as well. And then there's the new Toronto team, uh, who's it's actually kind of an interesting lineup. They wound up getting New Zealand, who left Quebec after, Quebec when Quebec went under after we traded him to them. So they'll have him for a couple of seasons while they get established, and a few other famous names. Art Ross is there. Joe Hall, the guy who died in from the flu in 1919. during the Cup final, so which led to the series being canceled. But the big one is they've got George Hainsworth in goal, who had been the goalie for the Toronto team in the NHA. So they managed to hang on to him, and he'll be the probably the best goalie in the league in another 3-4 years. So they're not great now. They'll probably be finishing last, but as long as they can get a couple other guys to fill out the roster, I think they'll be in good shape in the long term.
Now,
Uh,
Jeff,
yep,
just before you continue here, still nothing on Steam.
that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It's definitely showing up as I'm streaming on it. Okay, I'll give it one more try, but
That's fine. Either way, I mean, you can kill it if it's not working, but I just wanted to
yeah,
let you know.
hang on. It's doing a slow disconnect like it's actually connected. That's weird.
Well, I have no picture on that. I can't get anything to pop up.
Okay, well, I tried it one more time. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, oh well.
Yeah, just taking a quick look on the West Coast teams or Pacific Coast
Yep.
Hockey Association. There's not much over there other than Vancouver's looking still kind of decent.
Well, Portland's got a few decent players. They've got an aging Cyclone Taylor as their captain, who headed out west. Young Bill Cook, too, who had been playing, actually played a little bit for Quebec last year. And, I mean, the Western League is going to be slightly weaker than the NHL. Uh, yeah, Seattle kind of thin. And, yeah, Vancouver's definitely the best team in the league, thanks in no large part, in no small part, to me screwing up and not re-signing George Vezina in time when the
I
PCHA
wasn't.
appeared.
I wasn't even going to bring it up.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
but yeah, I think we've been hoping he'd try to let himself get to free agency one of these years, but hasn't happened yet, and the clock's ticking on him. Well, literally, he would be dead in another was it 9 years? I think in the mid-20s.
Trying to bring the whole stream down, are you?
Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Oops. Sorry.
He died in 1926 at age 39.
Sorry, move my desktop a little bit. There we go. Okay. And I did, actually, I wanted to mention this. Have a look at the tactic settings on this. I think this is the best fit I've ever seen for any group of tactics.
Positive.
Literally nothing, no bad fits, no terrible fits at all. So this didn't even need a bunch of adjustment. This is mostly last season's settings. So we should be in
Good
great shape
news.
tactic wise.
We are,
Yeah, go ahead.
we are live on Steam.
Finally.
That's
Took a couple of tries, but got there. So we are now live on Steam and on our two Twitch channels as well. So if you see somebody, if you answer us, if you see us answering a question in chat and don't see the chat, that's why. We're streaming in a few different places, but might as well get this rolling and get around to the start of the regular season. And development update, it's not great. One young guy going up. I think this is sort of the partial one from training camp, but we've got the older guys, the Laviolettes and Petras that have been there from the beginning are really starting to slow down now. I think we've got about one season left in them. And I'm kind of hoping they retire. Otherwise, it gets a little bit awkward because those guys are, basically the first Habs legends, and I really don't want to push them out the door.
send them down to the farm team, which is who at this point? It's
Rockland in the Ottawa Valley League.
Rockland.
And you can see these are really late in the year for the start, so we should be coming up on it shortly. Okay, there we go. There's November development. That's looking much better. But yeah, again, oh, what? That's not good. Joe Malone went down. Let me go back to the training and make sure. Did I take all his training off? No.
Well, Joe Malone. How old is he?
27. He shouldn't be headed downhill already.
Um,
Uh,
I mean, he was okay. He's about halfway
okay.
through his career.
Okay, and we should be coming up with the preseason here shortly. Oh, there we are. First game against the Wanderers, and I've already got I set up the lines and everything off stream so we could get moving on this a little quicker. And first game against the Wanderers, 6-5 overtime loss. Oh no,
Oh,
Clint Benedict is hurt in the first game of this. Oh, jeez.
one second.
So the guy we signed to fix our goalie situation, broke a bone in his elbow in the first exhibition game, and he's going to be gone for 3 or 4 months, which is effectively
The
the
season.
entire season. So first, Flat Walsh, who I was hoping to would progress in with a year in the on the lower level teams, is going to have to come back up to the main team. Benedict is going on the
Um,
injured list for a while. Question is now, do I? First of all, I got to get Walsh re-signed.
I'm just looking to see if there is anybody, yeah, in the
And
free agent who's able to help us, but the answer is no.
yeah, I think I'm going to go with Walsh for most of the year, just as Hebert isn't really going to be our long-term solution, and maybe when Benedict leaves, if we get Walsh a little experience now.
It'll
You
pay
know,
off.
yeah, I'm hoping. No, I'm
Northern
not
Sky, welcome.
delaying treatment for Benedict for an entire season. He'll get completely wrecked if I do that. And for some reason, we got 3 consecutive exhibition games against Ottawa, probably because the league is only 4 teams at
Tiny.
this point. And we come up with a 7-5 win with Walsh in goal.
Oh, that's not bad.
And
I'll
great,
take that.
now we got another. And Didier Petre just 9 infections, so he can swap out for Bell. And I'm not going to mess around with an injured guy. Boucher playing in the exhibition season. Yeah, 3-2. I mean, we're playing everybody close at least, so I don't care about any of those guys being waived. Ooh, got crushed in the last game of the exhibition season, 7-1 by Ottawa. And here's the training camp development report. Bouchard, we don't really care about, took off. That's kind of disappointing from Keats, who we were hoping to pick up. At least Talbot got. Oh no, that's not Walsh. Did Walsh do? Man, nothing. Yeah, oh, Greg Peter good behind. Both go down twice. And we got more injuries. Keats,
Yay.
hamstring cramp day to day. Boucher, bruised knee day to day. So this is off to a huge mess. Okay, day to day. Everybody's day to day at least. Oh, we got Ottawa again on opening night. So we're going to have to go with a few guys and just make sure that, Walsh isn't goal. At least he's relatively hot. And we get buried again, 7-1. So the previous exhibition game was no coincidence. Looks like everybody's almost back, but okay. Got a few guys back. Can we at least beat the Wanderers? Yes, but 7-6 in overtime. Punch Broadbent with 5 stars for the Wanderers is the first star, or 5 points for the Wanderers is the first star.
Well, that's not great.
Okay, Keats is healthy. Okay, everybody's relatively healthy now, so Bell comes out, Peter goes in, and yeah, might as well just keep going with this. And we should be able to beat Toronto. They're still a little bit thin at this point. Oh, God, 11-4 loss on Lalonde. We traded.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, reminds me, got to keep knocking down the Team Harmony stuff. Almost got rid of that one quick, and I think everybody's almost forgiven Duke Keats for whatever he did. Okay, another game against Toronto. Let's try the same lineup, see if they can redeem themselves. 11-8 win. He scored 4. Oh, God. Harry Reynolds of Toronto, 9 points. I don't think that was done until the 70s in real NHL, when Sittler had 10.
Sounds about right.
So this is just a complete train wreck at this point. Laviolette continuing to go downhill. I hope
I mean,
there's
this was
somebody good in the draft this year, because we're going to have a very high pick.
Northern Sky asks in the chat, how you feeling about all the trades in real life?
Oh, there we go. We finally got a win. 6-1 over the Wanderers. Yeah, Colorado's making a lot of moves. I don't really like them trading Byram away.
Does it make you feel wistful for whatever the name was, the guy that Vancouver traded away? Who you like?
Oh, Berstowicz. No, he's a little bit more of a project. Byram's going to be a 1 or 2 guy in the league for probably another 10 years, and we get a 7-2 win over Ottawa. So being patient with them has maybe turned this around. Now, if we can just do this again against Toronto. And we can't. 8-3 loss. What is going on with Toronto? Why do they have our number this badly? They're not a good team. Well, they've got Lalonde. Okay, so they've got one superstar, and he's tearing it up. Harry Reynolds. Don't know him that. Okay, well, he had a great NHA career in real life. 6 goals in 3 games with the 228th Battalion, and then nothing else. But he's worked out a lot better in this one. I was curious. I got to look that guy up. And then Mickey McKay, okay, another good player. And
Sorry, what was this guy? Toronto guy? Let me look, see if I can find here quick.
Harry
He's on
Reynolds.
Toronto, you said?
Yeah, Harry Reynolds.
Harry Reynolds.
Okay, let's see if we can at least win against Ottawa. 12-4 win. Ottawa's really struggling. They're 2-6 for some reason. By the way, the first season of the NHL was modern, or well, the first season period of the NHL was pretty high scoring. So you're going to see some pretty big numbers here. It will go downhill drastically after that, to the point where I think Ainsworth had, 22 shutouts in a 44-game season at one point. And Buck Boucher's gotten himself suspended. So I will swap Bouchard in for 1 game, but is he... Couteau goes to the... Oh, wait, I forgot to change Bouchard's role because I made a defenseman out of him. Okay, 4-2 win over the Wanderers, so we can beat everybody, I guess, except Toronto for some reason.
Quick Googling says I can't find anything about this guy other than that he played until 1922, so he didn't die in the war, as he died at age 84 in 1977.
You looking at his elite prospects page, or?
No, just looking at a bunch of different stuff.
Okay, Wanderers again. So let's see if we continue beating up on them. Oh no, 6-3 loss this time. So they're not completely hopeless. Standings are surprisingly Wanderers on top, us and Toronto in the middle, and Ottawa in the bottom somehow. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, and we're right at trading deadline already. It's January 19th. Oh, great. And Sammy Bear, our backup goalie is not got a sore back. He's out day to day. At least it's nothing serious.
Amazingly, I can find his all the stuff from the army.
But was he a good amateur player, or well, how did he get 6 goals in 3 games at NHA and never do anything
I got
else?
he was a student of law when he was got drafted into the army or put into the army. I can't. I can again. He played to 1922, but I probably playing senior leagues.
Okay, I gotta.
There's. It looks like there might be some stuff of him on. Well, no, I don't even know.
Okay, I had to call up Talbot, the third string goalie.
Let's see here. Oh, his discharge forms. He served in France and Belgium.
Well, yeah, pretty much everybody did. Okay, just gonna play this game and then check the trading deadline. We get rolled over again by Toronto, 11-2. Red Harris with 5 points. Oh boy, got to do something here. We could use another left wing. Unless I juggle the lines around, put Keats in the top line on the right wing. Then I've got no. Well, Stevens has been doing okay, but don't know if he's really a number 2 center. Laviolette's nearly finished. Poulin seems to be going downhill. What does the trade
Yeah.
block look like? Albert Kerr from Ottawa.
Okay, Reynolds was appeared to have been good coming out of the army, so he had no major injuries.
Who'd he play for? Check his elite
I,
prospects profile.
I don't even know if he's on elite prospects.
He should be if he played in the NHA. I'm going to try to get Albert Kerr out of Ottawa, who's having a rough season and is on the trading block, so if I can get him cheaply. Now for them, Stevens has kind of been overperforming. Yeah, good to do it. That takes us down to 2 real centers, although we got a few other guys who can play center. Now if I dress Kerr, what does that do with our lines? He goes on the second line with Keats. I think that sort of makes sense. Game actually wants to put
I do not
Talbot.
see him on elite prospects.
Wow. I'm going to look him up. I'm curious now. Okay, that's the trading deadline. Set on to that. Whoops, what's going on here? Oh, okay, well, I mean, Poulin's probably not to blame for the loss, but we'll just say it's a team effort and hope that everybody's happy with that. Oh, has Kerr got an expiring contract? Yes, he does. So let's get him re-signed. And we got Ottawa for our first game with him in the lineup. And we come up with a 7-6 win. How does he do? Goal and assist, although he's -1, but good game ratings all around, so not too bad. And Stevens had a really bad game for Ottawa, so I think we helped ourselves there. And another game against the Wanderers. Oh, against Ottawa. 3-1 win, also again over Ottawa. And now the media likes Cleghorn.
None of the media likes Cleghorn.
Yeah, somebody pointed this out. The Oh, now the media likes Claycoin. Uh, this mentions blame here. It shouldn't be blame. Fix that. Okay, Bell, who wasn't playing anyhow, is healthy. What's going on with Hebert? His back is still sore, and he's been like that for about a week. Man.
You never had a bad back?
Yeah, but slacking off.
Yeah, your back is just something that just easily, as soon as you think it's fine, no problems, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, we lose against Montreal, and Poulin's injured, so Kerr may wind up, step back, 1 to 2 weeks. So Poulin is going to have to go with, get swapped with Bell. And Carey managed to cut himself in practice, but he can still
Awesome.
play. And okay, Talbot is finally, or Hebert is finally at least semi-playable. So do that. Gonna have to have the AI redo the lines. Kerr goes up to the top line. See if he can produce there, and we lose 3-2 again to Toronto. So they've beaten us pretty much every time we've played them this year.
It's not good, Jeff.
And stick with the
How's the owner feeling about you?
little scared to look. Still very secure. I don't think we had big expectations going into this season. I think we were just weak enough that. Let's see if we can get rid of that quick. There we go. We broke it up, and then there's only a few guys that are unhappy with Keith, so we're almost back to. And now we got a new injuries. That's Carey's cut, but Coutue's got a calf strain. And Ottawa blows us out 8-3. What are the standings looking like? Oh, now we're tied for last, but look how close the whole league is. 4 points separating first from last. And what kind of a schedule length we got left? 8 weeks, or 8 games rather. New development report. Okay, that's looking a little better. But again, Malone went down again. So he's fading already. That's a big problem. That's our best player. The owner confident update. He's disappointed, but at least he understands that we're rebuilding, so he isn't going to get rid of us quite yet. I'm going to sit Couture for this game and put Bouchard in for 1.
Well, it's a relief that we're not getting fired
I
yet.
forgot to redo the lines. Final, no. 8-5 loss to Toronto. I don't understand why Toronto is beating us this consistently. And Couture still hurt, so Wanderers now. Oh, I redid the line. I put Hebert in goal, and Wanderers beat us 7-4. Now Boucher is sick. Couture is back, but the other defenseman goes out. Just a cold. I'll have to live with it. How is Benedict is still 1 to 2 months, so we're not getting him back this year. And put Walsh back in as the starter against Ottawa and take him to overtime, but 4-3 loss, and you don't get points for an overtime loss in this era, so we are sliding back into last place now. Come on, just 1 win against Toronto. Finally, 3-2.
That's kind of a lot, Jeff.
but we are out of it, I think. 4 games left. We're not catching up, and very unlikely. Anything else? Might be Peter's in the line with us, so I'll give him a little more playing time. 5-1 loss to the Wanderers, and that pretty much finishes us for this season. Yeah, 5-4 win against the Wanderers. At least we'll not completely humiliate ourselves.
That's good.
Oh, wait, do we have everybody healthy? Yeah, okay. So Polana's back. Take Bell out. I'm going to redo the lines. Yeah, that looks about right.
I mean, you might have had a better chance this year if you didn't injure our goalie.
And literally the first game of the season, or not even first real game, first exhibition game. And
Yeah.
9-8, typical early NHL line score. Lost to Ottawa. Finally, we got Toronto. Can we get 2 wins against them this year? Yes, we can. 4-1 win. So finally, they're sliding backwards and to where they should have been in the first place, but not going to be enough. Well, it takes them down to third. Look how close that is besides us. 26, 26, 24. And see how the playoffs go. How did we did? Lalonde winds up leading the league in scoring. Oh, and how did the Kerr pick up to? 10 points in 13 games. Did a little better with us than he was doing with Ottawa. And the guy we traded him for, Stevens, isn't even in the Ottawa lineup anymore. So I think we won that one. So the Senators and Wanderers will play for the league championship, and the Senators managed to bounce back despite the terrible start and wind up as the NHL champions, and they will go on to the Stanley Cup final against the PCHA champions. I think their playoffs will still be going at this point. Yeah, they're not quite done, but it's looked, oh yeah, I mean, Vancouver's easily winning that. Can I knock down the harmony a little bit? That should be the end of it. Nope, didn't work.
Dun, dun, dun.
Try it again next month. I've got a few guys injured. I think Oh, great. Benedict's healthy. Isn't that fantastic?
Great. Great. Love it. Perfect.
Lost the entire season, but okay, well, now Kerr's going downhill. Great. Alone again. Oh, we got problems. But we do have a high draft pick. When is the Stanley Cup? May 3rd. There's a really big gap, obviously, in the schedule here, but bear in mind it was a lot easier, a lot more difficult to schedule a series when everything was cross-country train travel. On the Stanley Cup, Ottawa and Vancouver. Our award ceremony. Why is it showing the Conn Smythe trophy? That's wrong. I got to check on that. Stanley Cup, and the Senators win the Stanley Cup 3-1 over the Vancouver Millionaires. "5-3 win in the last game, 6-1 win, 6-3 win. Vancouver won the first game, then Ottawa won 3 straight. Okay, anybody I need to re-sign? I guess technically I should sign Hebert just as the third stringer in case something goes horribly wrong with the goaltending again. Oh,
Why would that happen?
Yeah, not that would happen. Boucher is refusing to sign, but there's no real free agency in this area, so unless he goes out west, that could be a problem. Doesn't like staying and playing with us for some reason. Oh, Keats, can't let that expire. And he wants a surprisingly cheap contract. I guess I'll offer Laviolette 1 more year. At least he's not asking for a lot. Do it this way. Do I not have Walsh do it? Guess not. Fournier, might as well renew him too. And everybody else, I think nothing critical there, so we can let most of those guys walk. We can bring somebody back if we really need it.
I gotta hope that draft and hope some free agencies.
It won't really be unless somebody.
Or not free agency.
Well, I mean, somebody could theoretically leave the Pacific League. Well, we got a contract extension.
Hooray!
And a whole lot of X's on the season score.
Big shocker.
Total score of 19. Definitely wanted to self-preservation. And let's just fix the lower end stuff right now. And on to July 1st, the Wanderers are dead. So let's raid that roster to try and fix whatever holes we have. Check the retirements. Laviolette finally retired. Okay, so our captain is gone, but he was really slipping. Owner says we're in rebuild mode, so that's good. Still got a lot of leeway to work with. Could use Boucher.
Say Moose Johnson is from Moose Johnson, Lester Pastrick. Now I'm going to assume this is football coach Dave Ritchie, right?
No, he's not quite that old. Oops. Boucher, not Boucher. Okay, now he wants to talk with us. Actually, let's just buff him up a little bit in case he gets an offer from Western team. No, actual free agents. These are the young guys. Oh, what happened? Because the free agency list works a little differently in the early historical seasons. So what I'll do here is use just trying to decide how I'm going to filter this. Signable for sure. I think I can leave everything else. Okay, there they are. Oh, Sidon apparently wrecked his knee late in the season. or partway through the season with Montreal. Nyberg we'd only have for a season, and then he goes back to Quebec.
Okay, again, the names that came up. Hold on, let me look at this again.
And going by our rules,
Well, that's what I was looking at. Hold on. Was
so many Ottawa guys just the wrong side of the
Moose
river.
Moose Johnson,
Yeah,
Lester Pastrick,
he was pretty old at this point. Gonna maybe let him go.
Dave Ritchie,
So probably target
Harry Highland,
Highland. I don't see how far down. Oh, there he is.
and yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, so we got
Of who's going to be
Boucher, and I'm
worthwhile.
going to try signing Johnson as well, just because he's the best player there. And Eddie Girard, who is actually, I think, from Ottawa, but French name, so I say that counts.
Well, we're just expanding the rules, so might as well just take everybody then, Jeff.
No, we said French. We've had that one from the start. French Canadian players are okay, and Girard is a French name, so he's going to try and get him back from the Western League. And Louis Berlinquet would be another option, who actually played for the Canadiens around this time, if I remember right. So 3, 4. We've got enough D.
Can you ever have enough D?
I'm going to leave it there, and then we'll see what we get in the draft, because we're maybe low on roster space as well.
Hmm.
Hey,
Are we
Johnson,
still on?
Boucher.
Oh, you went past July 1st. I was going to be like, we could expand it.
What do you mean expand it? Oh, the league? No.
No, expand the roster space. I don't know if it said
Victoria's
25 or.
fighting with us over Girard. So let's up that roster a little bit. Up that offer a little bit, rather. And draft. And the draft order is us first. Oh, this was not a good year to have the number 1 overall pick. There's nothing.
So trade it away. I can trade it away for next year's first overall pick from somebody.
It's kind of cheating, but well, I mean, my choices for who to trade it to are
I
kind of
know.
narrowed down. Yeah. See,
This is not really
one
cheating.
team or
It's
the
just
other team.
yes. I think trying to trade for Toronto's first next year. Although next year Quebec might get the first overall pick no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's a possibility.
But it doesn't matter. It's still good to try and get picks. Wow, somebody's getting greedy.
I'm giving them our first and second this year for their first next year and third this year.
Don't even try to go first two. All right.
So Ottawa takes Ward McVeigh, who don't think that's anybody. And well, let's just pick into human because there's not going to be much left for us. Francis Moore.
Wait, did any of these guys hit your rates? American? Two? Is it, no. What country is that?
Well, we got Belgians.
Belgium. Okay, I'm like, is that? I'm like, that's Germany. No, that's not Germany. What country is that?
I think we're going to have to take one of the Belgians just to
Wait, who's Brook? Tell me more about Brook.
Austrian.
I know. It must be from a.
Okay, I'm not actually going to sign him. I'm just going to use the pick on this guy.
Yes, but you could have somebody named Brooke. All right, I like it. I like it a lot.
I got another pick. Take the
As we
other
continue to do
Belgian that
this,
we're not going to
yeah,
sign.
perfect. We have
And
two
you
Belgians
like
right there.
Brooke, I'll pick Brooke. So
All right, we go
we
all
get we
foreigner,
get absolutely nothing in that draft. We're not going to sign anybody, any of those guys.
but
Contract
we get an
limit is 25, so we got some room to play with here. I need to find. Oh, Walsh never did sign with us. Let's.
Jeff, while you continue and
Yeah.
explore this, is there any trades you want to see? Anybody who should get traded still for the real NHL trade deadline? I mean, we don't
I'm
care
not
who's
real
going to be
thrilled
making.
about what the Canucks are reportedly doing. Oh, Lacroix is actually turning into something decent, so I'll make him the third stringer. And Watson, we can get under contract. Oh, we got him under contract. He's just in the farm team.
Yeah, I think Winnipeg
Jackson
is
as
going to
well, I
make
guess.
another move or two still. I just don't know what they're going to
You
do.
hope they are.
Nah, Kevin Cheveldayoff always makes. They said when he feels his team's in, he's the most active GM in the league. There was just stats on this on the Athletic. When he's buying, he buys more than anybody else.
Okay, a lot of these guys still haven't moved yet. I'm going to put that. Wait, was it Harry Highland? You said, yeah. Throw out one more offer to him.
Actually, yeah, that would actually be the.
Okay. Still waiting on the free agents. Should get news shortly.
Picking up Tyler Toffoli would be a great ad for the Jets. I would be okay with that.
Okay, there we go. Gerard signs, Highland signs, Johnson signs, Boucher signs, Jackson signs new contract. And I think we're in good shape here. No, we're not giving somebody 61 and 1918.
Why not? They would have 1 and a 6.
Oh, great. And Gerard, who we just signed, apparently had some sort of injury setback, and he's gone for another couple of months. I think he lied to us. He faked his physical.
The good news is you don't need him for a few months.
Yep, it's only July, so let this keep going. And we'll leave the lineup as it is for now. Harmony, any problems? Nope. Okay, Gerard is better, so let me just put together what our lineup will look like this year. Coutu is actually was a pretty good prospect. It's never really seemed to pan out for us. Gonna have to sit him for at least the start of the season. Gerard goes in. Highland will not make the starting lineup, doesn't look like. So if I do it like this, I'm actually going to take the locks out. And Kerr gets bumped all the way down to the third line. Is he 2.5 stars? And well, we'll leave it that way for now, but I think that'll swap partway through the season when Kerr gets out of Poulin. Oh, and Gerard actually makes the top line. Tactics. Not quite. Oh, yeah, that forecheck isn't going to work for us anymore. No real forecheck, sir. That's the best of a bad lot. Neutral zone coverage maybe needs to change. Nope, again, have to go with the neutral setting. Man, we had such a good fit for the tactics last year, and now everything's starting to slip. Yeah, not real optimistic about this year. And training. I'm just
It'll
trying to
be
find the guys with
fine. Upside.
potential to develop here. And I'm trying to keep, desperately trying to keep Malone afloat. I don't know why he's going downhill.
Golden Knights acquired defenseman Noah Hannafin from Fout. Wow, let's try that again. Golden Knights acquired defenseman Noah Hannafin from the Flames, which we knew,
Yeah.
for Daniel Miramanov, defenseman, a first round pick, a conditional third round pick that upgrades to a second if Vegas wins a playoff round.
Okay, so Vegas is loading up now.
It's amazing how they have
Okay,
guys
I
get
think
hurt
it's
just enough.
training for this year. Development report is. Oh, it's all downhill. Oh, great. Gerard, who we just signed, is going down. Kerr, the new guy, also. Oh, and Malone still, man. This is not looking good. Oh, wait, did I give Watson any attention? And no, he needs. He can get some of the help that Couture seemed to be wasting. And what are the other teams in the league looking like? Yeah, so on that side, and not his brother.
Double salary retention on Hannafin. Philadelphia is the broker. So they probably picked up a mid-round pick too.
And Ottawa, or Toronto doesn't look that much different. Ainsworth's another year improved. And I'll just get around to the exhibition season. And hey, the war's over. December 1918 now. Oh, we've got to set up the captains because we don't have. Laviolette anymore. So I'm looking for leadership and to a lesser extent determination. Pretty tight there. Although I think I'm going to go with Boucher as the captain now that he's resigned with us.
Probably a good choice.
And yeah, we'll leave that as it is. So exhibition game against Toronto. 9-4 loss. Not a good start. On the other hand, our star goalie isn't injured after the first game. What? Oh, great. Did we hear that? We lost another guy in the first game. This time it's our captain. 2 to 3 months,
good.
Boucher.
Time to fire the trainer and get somebody else.
And Malone is, it's only day-to-day bruise jaw. Oh, it's very short exhibition season because there's only 2 teams there, only 3 teams in the league. So Island somehow got just a flu. I have to get down to 17 players. So it's Hawkesbury is our farm team this year.
Nice.
Uh,
Logo I could not find.
and go with Bell. And I'm going to keep Watson up just to get better training.
Who are all the minor league teams this year?
I mean, finish the game first. Opener against Ottawa, and 8-3 loss to the defending Stanley Cup champions. And Duquette's got hurt.
Of course.
Fractured his wrist, 1 to 2 months.
Awesome.
Just keeps getting better.
That's because you took the captaincy away from him.
That wasn't. No, that wasn't Keats.
Wasn't it?
No, it was Laviolette who retired.
Oh. Well, he's mad that you didn't give him the captaincy then.
And we'll bring Bell back up. Other teams. Ottawa is the Ottawa Royal Canadiens. You do have a logo for, and Toronto is the Montreal Stars, whose logo apparently is a star. You did have a logo for Hawkesbury. It's an H.
No, I know. I
Or
said.
did you just guess at that?
Well, I could not find what the real one was.
Oh, here's what happened. Keats fell down the stairs. Please, can we at least get a win out of Toronto here? Oh, I gotta juggle the lines. Kirk can go in the middle on the second line. 5-4 win over Toronto. And Billy Coutu was only playing because Boucher got injured immediately. Is the first star. Let me redo the lines. Oh, come on. Now Johnson's hurt? Just an elbow. He's okay.
Why do you keep trying to injure everybody?
Gotta wait until he's healthy. Toronto again. Get a couple more games in. 7-3 win over Toronto, and Malone with 6 points. So if you eliminate eventually enough teams from the league, eventually we get good.
Eventually.
Okay, Johnson can play, and that is... Oh, wow, Kerr's declined down to... Oh, Watson's up to 1.5 already. That was a big jump quickly.
Flyers get a 5th-round pick in the Monahan trade. 75% salary retained on Noah Hannafin. Oof.
And finished up with these couple of games against Ottawa. I guess it makes a big difference now. We've got our actual goal here. Yeah, Ottawa 6-1, doesn't care. Still beats us. And probably going to beat us again. Of course, 5-0. What is the schedule looking like this year? Yeah, it's still fairly long, but just the same 2 teams over and over. Curious, where did the PCHA sign a bunch of the Departed Wanderers guys? Not seeing a lot of names in Seattle. Oh, Vezina started to decline, so let's finally stop worrying about him. Yeah, Berlinquist had been a free agent, but he wasn't one of the... Lester Patrick finally goes to Vancouver, which Should have been there to begin with, really. And yeah, Frank Niver goes to Victoria. That's an unfortunate injury. Oh, Victoria is where they all went. Hap Holmes and goal, Niver. So Victoria spent a bunch of money. And now they're probably, yeah, it's got to be potential cup favorites there.
That's a good-looking team.
Isn't, yeah, 19, isn't this? No, Victoria won a little later in real life. My
This
God, yeah, they're
was
actually better than us, come to think of it, particularly with
this was
Boucher.
the canceled season.
Oh, yeah, this is the Spanish flu coming around. Okay, let's see if we can get one win against Toronto, and then we'll call it there. Nope, 5-4 overtime loss, and I think that probably puts us into, oh no, second place. Toronto's first win of the season, though. Okay, you want to wrap it up there, Adam? I'm going to try for one more win against Toronto. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Now we can finish. 7-4 win. Odie Claycorn gets a hat trick.
That's good because I was drinking my water. All right, with that, thank you very much for tuning into the Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OTP Developments, with our streams being live on Steam approximately every other week. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page. Or sorry, no, that's not right. You can back up. We archive all of our streams on our YouTube channel, with them going live Saturdays at about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/OTP Developments. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. You can find a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio, as well as the front page of our game. And of course, you can come on down to the official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to the official forums, where you can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, the soon-to-be-released Out of the Park Baseball 25. You can pre-order it today, save 30%. If you do so, you'll get access to the game March 12th, 2024. Otherwise, it's available March 15th. Or anything else you wish to discuss. And Jeff, I guess we talked about this last week, but there was an update for FHM. We are currently working on the next update.
Yep, the last content update. So towards the end of the month, possibly even early August, or not early August. Good God,
I should say early August.
April.
Boy,
Yeah,
that's a long way away.
yeah, really hedged my bets there. No, we're a little behind schedule now, so we're just trying to play catch up here, and we'll get that out because I've got a trading deadline in 2 days, so we'll be freezing rosters as of that point. But then we'll try and get that out as quickly as possible. But we're a little behind right now. Just looking at what's gone on here, Toronto originally thought that it lost Hainsworth seriously, but it's just day to day with the flu. But they've apparently grown tired of New Zealand too. He's worn out his welcome there. In fact, I think that's been pretty much his whole career in this game. Well, we get him. We send him to Quebec. Quebec goes under. Yeah, okay. And then he has a great season in Toronto last year, and now they want to get rid of him. As I'm guessing,
Sounds like us.
No harmony problems. They're just not thrilled with the guy. In fact, no harmony problems through the whole league. Nice and quiet. Okay, so, well, hopefully, I mean, we're going to lose Benedict at the end of this year, and who is the Carey as well. That's not that big of a deal. When Quebec comes back, no, Johnson wasn't with Quebec. Gerard wasn't with Quebec. And yeah, okay, no, that's all we're going to lose. So hopefully the other teams take a bigger hit from the guys returning to Quebec, but we are going to have a goaltending problem next season. So we will have to deal with that next time. That'll be in a couple of weeks from now, and we will be back next week with Adam's game as we try to keep the Penguins. What Are we
But we're doing pretty
still?
well. We're headed into the trade deadline, and we're fighting for first place in our conference.
Yeah, surprisingly well for the second season of the Penguins rebuild. Well, not even a rebuild. We're actually
Retooling.
contending, retooling. There we go.
Yeah,
So
fancy
we'll
word.
see how that goes, and we will be back with that next week. So thanks for coming out, and we will see you then.